A very good morning to my dear children. In yesterday's online class, we did what is accounting and steps of accounting. Today, we will continue with our accounting and we would be doing its objectives, advantages, and limitations. The first objective accounting is to keep systematic records. As you all know, I have been saying it from the very beginning that it is difficult for human mind to keep record or to remember each and every transaction. Therefore, records are written in a systematic manner so that they can be used from time to time. The second objective of accounting is to protect and control business property. When we record each and every transaction, businessman comes to know where his capital is invested, how many fixed assets he has, how much cash in hand he has, and how much cash at bank he has, thus protecting and controlling his various properties. Next, to ascertain the operational profit or loss. Accounting helps to ascertain the net profit or loss since each and every transaction is recorded. Net profit or loss is determined by preparation of profit and loss account. Next, to probe the cause resulting into profit earned or losses suffered. From third point, we can calculate net profit or loss. This helps a firm to judge whether the activities of the organization is rewarding or are they not rewarding. And if they are not rewarding, then appropriate steps can be taken or steps can be undertaken to ensure that less losses are suffered in future. Next, to ascertain the financial position of business. Not just to earn or not just to know the net profit or loss, businessman also needs to know his financial position at the end of the year. Financial position of business can be judged or can be known by or through balance sheet. Balance sheet is a statement in which assets and liabilities of the firm are recorded, which helps in determining or deciding the position of the business at the end of each year. Next, to ascertain the amount payable or receivable. Sometimes goods are purchased and sold on credit. Therefore, every businessman wishes to know how much amount he has to pay to others and how much amount he will receive from others and what is the time period involved in the payment or recovery. Ascertainment of amount payable and receivable helps a businessman to reduce the chances of bad debts and improve the credit worthiness of the business. Next, to watch the movement of capital. Funds flow statement and cash flow statement are prepared, which helps a businessman to know the inflow and outflow of cash. Next, to prevent errors, theft and fraud. Since each transactions are recorded on day-to-day basis, the chances of error or theft or fraud from any corrupt official is minimized. To know the progress of the business. Recording of transaction helps a businessman to know his net profit or loss, financial position, assets he owns, liabilities he have to pay. Thus, it helps to know the progress of the business, whether it is moving upwards or it is coming downward. To help valuation information for legal and tax purpose. Excellent. Tax is paid or collected on the basis of records maintained by the businessman. These records have to be made or prepared according to the principles or guidelines issued by the tax authorities. If a firm fails to prepare or maintain records as per the tax authorities, then it gives tax authority a chance or power to calculate tax or impose tax on the businessman. Last, to facilitate rational decision making. Recording of each and every transaction helps businessmen to take decisions about what to produce, how to produce, when to produce, how much raw material is required, what machinery to be used, scheduling of machines, number of laborers required, and so on. Thus, it facilitates decision making. Our second heading is advantages of accounting. The first advantage of accounting is recording. Recording is similar to the first objective of accounting. That means recording of each and every transaction helps businessman to reduce burden on his mind. Next, helpful in tax assessment. As I just told, tax is calculated on the basis of records, and records are maintained or prepared as per the guidelines issued by the tax authorities. Thus, accounting helps in calculation of tax. Next, prevents fraud. Since each and every transactions are recorded in chronological order, this avoids fraud, error, or theft from any corrupt official. Next, business valuation. If a firm wishes to purchase any business or sell a business, it requires determination of the valuation of business. Valuation of a business can be determined through the recording of the transactions. Helps in debt collection. Since goods are sold on credit, accounting records amount due from various debtors and the time period after which amount is collected. This helps in reducing bad debt chances. Next, fundraising becomes easy. Capital or money is provided by banks, financial institutions, and investors to the firm. Banks, financial institutions, and investors give loans to firm on the basis of these records. These records help them to judge the solvency or insolvency of the business. Evidence in court. Since only those transactions are recorded which have a proof, thus recording of transaction is helpful as they become a source of evidence in the court of law. Next, comparison. Accounting helps to compare records of one period with another time period. Not just this, records or financial position of one firm can be compared with some other firm of the same business. Next is ascertainment of profit or loss of the business. Accounting helps to calculate net profit or loss earned or incurred by the business. Ascertainment of financial position of business. Accounting helps to know the financial position at the end of the year by preparation of balance sheet. Next, helpful at the time of insolvency. A firm is said to be insolvent when assets are less than liabilities or when liabilities are more than assets, and it is through balance sheet that it can be calculated that the firm is solvent or insolvent. Despite of the above advantages, accounting suffers from certain limitations. First, it permits alternative treatment. For example, if a firm wants to know about its stock position, stock can be calculated through various methods like LIFO, FIFO, and so on. Thus, assortment of stock can be done through more than one method, and all the methods are admissible by accounting. Therefore, it becomes difficult to ascertain the actual or correct position. Next, influenced by personal judgment. Sometimes estimates have to be made which require personal judgment. Thus, it becomes difficult to expect accuracy in future estimates and therefore objectivity suffers. Ignores important non monetary information. Non monetary information can be the efficient employee a company has, competition faced by the firm from the other firm. Therefore, accounting does not include or ignores such important non monetary information. Fourth, does not provide timely information. Since records are prepared and results are disclosed at a periodic period of time, that is quarterly, semi annually, or annually, therefore, they fail to provide timely information so that decisions can be made. Does not provide detailed analysis. For example, if a business has earned a total profit of 5 lakh rupees during the accounting year and it sells 3 products, namely product petrol, diesel and mobile oil, and during the accounting year wants to know profit earned by each product, accounting is not likely to help him, the businessman. Does not disclose the present value of the business because it provides information at or after a periodic period of time. Thank you.